Welcome back to Darkness over Daggerford, Enhanced Edition. Well, technically I'm playing Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition. You get what I mean. Last time we explored Daggerford a bit, and we learned why things are closed. Let's see here. Where is it? Oh, is that counted as completed? Yes, there's a supposed madman on the loose out of the prison. Of course, his real crime is slander, which, you know, we're going to help him out. Alright. So, more than likely, he's going to be down in the sewers hiding out because no sane person would willingly go down into the sewers. So let's go down into the sewers willingly. A smelly sewer grate, not the most inviting thing in town. What? Use. Aw, man, I can't just go down. Fine, we'll go see if we can get into the castle. Hello, commoner. I got a hurt. Oh, yeah, I've already talked to you about that. Are you gonna get mad at me? No one is allowed into the castle by orders of the Baron. That's interesting. Let's see, are the side entrances guarded? And there's not even a door up on the wall. Hecker or something like that was his name. Yeah, if I look in at the map, there's an entrance here and up north. Let's check up north. Oh, it's like up there, isn't it? Huh. Alright. We never checked the Blackstone Inn, and they said that the militia stopped coming in there. So that seems like the next best place to try. Bunch of sailors, mariners. The small hairs on your neck stand on end as you feel the slightest brush of something across your waist. You notice a gangly youth moving away from you into the crowded tavern. Were you not a thief yourself, you might fail to realize that you'd just been pickpocketed. Hope you at least left me enough coin to buy a drink. Are you talking to me? From his sheepishly timid manner, you surmise that this lad is quite new to thievery. Jig it is up, lad. Spill the beans or I might lose my temper and do something we'll both regret. Please don't hurt me, missus. I didn't mean no harm. I was just trying to scare up some quick money before me dad gets tossed in the river. Here, you can have all your money back. He produces a small pouch filled with a few scant coins. Now who would want to toss your father into the Dillenbeer? I'm not supposed to tell. If this fella finds out I'm even telling you about me dad being in debt to him, why, he'd probably toss me in the river as well. But maybe telling you will help. It's worth a try. The lad's eyes are as wide as saucers. He apparently fears the wrath of this man a great deal. Me dad is the worst gambling luck of any man on the Sword Coast. If Timora smiles on the lucky, she must be staring daggers at me dad. So after a really long losing streak, he borrows some coin off the local loan shark. I keep telling me dad to pay the man on time, but he just kind of got careless. Then one night, the loan shark's two bully boys come over to the house, and they came over to our house, and the lad's eyes tear up, there, as he tries to regain his composure. Well, I'm sure you have some idea of what they did to me, Dad, and that ain't all. Vlad, oops! The boy immediately puts a hand to his mouth, realizing he said too much. So the loan shark's name is Vlad. I may as well tell you what I know, as I'm horrible at keeping secrets. Vladimir the Collector is a local loan shark here in Daggerford. He's the one who lent me Dad the coin for the gambling, and he's the one who's going to toss me down the river when he don't get his money. Not if I have anything to say about it. You mean you'll help us? I can't believe it. I mean, thanks. Glad to help out, lad. Just please keep your hands out of other people's pockets until I return. Promise? Sure, missus, I promise. Drunken patron. By the looks of things, you would say it's just another drunk under the table. A lot of named people here. Stran. Psst, over here. I've got a few things for sale if you're interested. Okay, I'll look at your goods. Reaction is favorable. Stat bracers and bracers of, well, dex and armor bracers. Belt of agility. Short bow +2. Oh! That's expensive for a regular short bow, but it is my favorite weapon. So let's take that and a stack of arrows, and I can sell these bolts. And this light crossbow. And no, wait. Dang it, I just bought more bolts. Arrows, yes. Buy a solid 2 stacks of them. Potion of Lore, Cure Serious and Light Wounds, Potion of Invisibility, Cat's Grace, Speed. Scarab of Protection, +2 to all saving throws. Amulet of Natural Armor, brings some protection. Traps, Torch. Thieves' Tools, which cost a pretty penny indeed. I'd definitely like to buy some +1s, but he doesn't carry them. Alright. Oh, I forgot to identify that. Okay. So now I'm at a +11, +6 attack bonus. So that rules. Alright, Black Bill O'Shaughnessy. Ahoy there, landlubber. What brings you to Daggerford? This old salt has a knavish twinkle in his eye. Mercenary and came in with one of the caravans. A work for hire, lass, eh? Pleasure to meet you. My name is Bill, though you'd hear some around here calling me by my other name, Black Bill, which is the one I use when I'm at sea. Why the need for 2 names, Bill? Well, that's a little complicated, friend. You see, mine was a very normal childhood. I was raised in a nice home with plenty to eat and clean clothes on me back. Then I put out to sea and... Bill pauses, wistfully recalling days of yore. Yes? Sorry, friend, I get a little misty-eyed when I think back on me maiden voyage. I was a merchant seaman then, a card-carrying member of the Mariners Alliance. What was it like working for the Mariners Alliance? They're a good bunch of swabbies, a bit shy and secretive around strangers. If you ever want to cozy up to one of them, just feed them booze. Lots and lots of booze. Those lads and lasses really love their Harbor Bottom whiskey. Good to know. Actually, where can I buy Harbor Bottom? Why, the barkeep at this here establishment sells some, though I wouldn't wish the stuff on my worst enemy. Gives a whole new meaning to the phrase rot gut whiskey. Well, that's sound advice, Bill. Now, I believe you were about to explain why you have one name in port and another at sea. Aye, I was indeed. So, I'm working for the Alliance, and the first night at sea, the ship starts heaving back and forth like we're caught in a gale, except there wasn't a drop of rain in sight, nor wind to fill our sails. The captain had us strap ourselves to the mast while he tried to steer us to safety, but just as he grabbed hold of the wheel, we spied the cause of the disturbance as the Kraken's first tentacle grabbed hold of the main mast. Now, sailors and Krakens have a long history of not getting along, so when this one spied our captain pulling hard at the wheel, it snatched him up in its mighty beak. Sounds terrible. What did you do? I remembered me grandpa, who was quite the seaman himself, telling me how Krakens ain't too fond of fire, as they don't see it much at the bottom of the sea. So I told a few of the lads to sling some lamp oil at the beast and torch the ballistas. Bill's eyes alight with a fiendish twinkle. The first bolt from the ballista lit the thing up like a candle. I can still hear its shrieks in me head. After that, the crew sort of saw me as their new captain. They also decided that working for the Mariners Alliance wasn't all it was cracked up to be, excuse the pun, so we broke out on our own as freelancers. With my new occupation as lawless scoundrel, I needed a name change, so I added the black to the beginning. When I'm back in port, so as to not draw attention, I just resort back to Bill. Just plain old law-abiding Bill O'Shaughnessy. I've heard some tall tales in my time, Bill, but that one puts the rest to shame. Tall tale nothing. That there is the true blue story of how William Henry O'Shaughnessy became the dread pirate Black Bill, most feared cutthroat in all of Faerun. Well, thanks for the tale, Bill, and good luck with those dual personalities. Ha! Thank you, madam. We two will do our best. Perfbin Dugrick. It sounds like I just said a racial slur. This gnome wears an ill-fitting and brightly colored jacket covered with several overstuffed pockets. He pats at several of these pockets nervously as if searching for something important that's gone missing. Have you lost something, no? You're a collector? Since the rarest trinkets are often in the possession of people in a similar line of work to my own, I often find myself thieving from other thieves. I suppose thieving from other thieves makes you less in danger of being apprehended by the authorities. Finally, someone who doesn't feel the need to moralize about my seemingly degenerate profession. I find religious zealots a truly tiresome lot. Why is Waterdeep your former home, Perfbin? I'm afraid repeated tellings might result in the cessation of speech altogether. Ask me again, milady, when my vocal cords have had some time to recover. Well, I'm in need of skilled companions. Since you're new to Daggerford, might you be interested in joining me? Glad to have you along, Perfbin. Huh. Kind of expected Rayget to have something to say about that. Let's have a peek at that inventory of yours. Perfbin's crossbow, which is a +2 heavy crossbow that comes with point-blank shot and has unlimited 1d6 lightning bolts. Not bad at all. And your armor, your clothes are +3 cloth armor. I think that's cloth or padded. With +1 craft armor, +6 craft trap, +2 craft weapon, +3 disable trap, +4 open. Okay. I'm not going to find... Well, the crafting skills might come in handy. I'm not going to find the other skills particularly necessary to me, though. And let's take a peek at those feats. I forgot to actually check here. Ambidexterity, so 2-weapon fighting is an option for you. Battle training versus giants, goblins, and reptilians. Evasion. Whenever reflexes allowed for half damage, they take no damage. Hardiness versus illusions, low light vision, point blank shot, of course, from the weapon. Skill affinity concentration is an interesting one. Listen, skill focus pickpocket. Huh. Small stature, which is bonus size AC? Yes, bonuses to attack rolls, armor class, and hide checks and dealing with larger creatures. Sneak attack, of course. Uncanny dodge. How does that work? It's ranked in this edition. +1 bonus on reflex saving throws made to avoid traps, and also retain dex bonus to AC even if caught flat-footed or attacked by a hidden or invisible creature. Okay. I'm used to uncanny dodge in 5e, where you just have your damage taken. Weapon finesse, of course, and rogue weapon proficiency. I also forgot to check out Raygen's feats. Cleave. Nice. Dodge. Alright. Great Cleave. Improved power attack. Okay, so she's going in for kill shots to cleave. Quick to master. Extra feet at character generation. Field proficiency. Great swords and long swords specifically are her thing. Especially great swords. Alright. Gilgamesh. Come to the Blackstone Inn, have ya? If you're as green as you look, you'll be lucky to walk out of here in one piece. How did this place get its name? How the blazes do I know? It was the Blackstone Inn when I bought the place, and probably will still be the Blackstone after I'm gone. So you're the owner of this establishment? No, I just like standing behind the bar for me health. You're always this friendly to new customers? I'm just telling you to be on your guard here, lass. Them who come to the Blackstone do so because they've been kicked out of every decent tavern from here to Waterdeep. But I don't mean to frighten you away, particularly if you've got some coin in your purse. My name is Gilgamesh, and I own the Blackstone Inn. What can I get you? Information. Well, that's the one thing that's real hard to come by in the Blackstone. You see, people in here don't like it when folks come in asking all manner of questions. It makes them feel, well, nervous. Gilgamesh's eyes shrink to slits as he nervously scans the room to see if anyone is listening in on your conversation. What if I was willing to spend a bit of coin on some drinks? Would that make you more inclined to spread a little gossip my way? Aye, it might last, though. You'd have to be buying some of me really pricey items to make it worth my while. Gilgamesh's crooked smile reveals more than one tooth capped in gold. So if I agree to purchase a few of your more expensive drinks, you'll fill me on the latest gossip. Is that right? Say, you're not half as dumb as you look, lass. Aye, if you buy a few high-priced brews, then I'll tell you what I know. What are these costly brews you're selling, then? Well, if you'd be hankering for a good rich stout, then you'll be wanting me elder root out of Burdusk. If a pale ale is more to your liking, you should try some Golden Sands out of Calimport. As with all the taverns in these parts, we serve up Cracker cider, which will put you under the table faster than a punch from an angry ogre. And last, but certainly not least, I sell a decent wine called Daggerford Clary that's made from grapes just outside of town. So what'll it be? Let's have some Cracker cider. Here's some farmers to the south are getting sick and dying at a steady clip. If you're wanting to help out, you'd best check out with Liam Sunmist over at the Temple of Lathander. That's useless information. Oh. Alright. I still have this fluorospar I can sell. Man, the day-night cycle is fast in this game. Alright, no information about the escaped person. I already paid my taxes last week, so beat it. We locked our doors. We keep our doors locked for a reason. Be gone, stranger. Oh, I need to. Right, tactics. Don't help me if I fail to open a locked door or chest. What do you have me around for? He shrugs. Suit yourself. Okay. So we tried going to the castle. The only place we haven't actually been... Well, there are two places. The Chateau Elite. Oh, actually, we haven't been to the Holstop Abbey. The heck is that? Lula Redcap. Oh! As you approach the creature flitting from shadow to shadow, you realize that this is no vampire, but a human teenager clad from head to toe in black. Yes? What do you want, mortal? The girl's eyes looked over you with forced disgust. Hello, little creature of the night. Bah! Get away from me, weakling. Only I understand the true power of the dark. I think you should go home right this instant. You poor mortal woman. Go back to your do-gooder ways. Let me follow my path into the darkness of undeath. Believe me, you don't know what you're saying, young lady. How nice of you to say so. Gah! Idiot! let's get outfitted to go to the Chateau Elite. I need a nice dress. Could you supply me with one? Yes, of course. I believe I have just the thing right here. Valius hurriedly sorts through his cases and emerges clutching a beautiful green silk dress. Thank you, Valius. Farewell, Thadra. Visit again soon. Oh, this is Vladimir's place. Okay. Ah, so a fellow friend of the shadows comes to visit my shop. I feel that you have me at a disadvantage, sir. Have we met? Not officially, though you've been known to me since your arrival here in Daggerford. If my sources are correct, your name is Threda Mare, and you came here as part of an armed escort guarding a caravan bound here from Waterdeep. In my line of work, it pays for me to know when another dealer has entered my territory. Some of the other guild members get a little nervous at the thought of a non-member cutting into our business. If you fear I plan to set up shop in Daggerford, fear not, I'm just passing through. That is good to know, my friend. I shall pass that along to the guild. I am called Vladimir. And Stophole Abbey serves as my shop, my home, and my base of operations. Now, how might I assist you? What do you have for sale? Of course, my friend. The selection is unrivaled, and my prices are fair. So I don't want to kill this guy, because he's got some good magic stuff. Rogue Links. Let's see, +3 leather armor with +6 hide and +6 move silently. Only usable by rogue. Bravado. Oh, +2 leather armor. I guess that's chain armor. Immunity to fear and can use remove fear on others. Robes of the Old Order. +1 damage soak. Or +1 soak 5 damage from monks. Robes of the Dark Moon. -1 concentration, but you get haste as a monk. Ooh. Let's see, of course, you sell some tools of the trade. Even rapiers. Nice. Potions. Accessories. Okay, so you're in just another rogue shop. Are you Vladimir the Collector, also called Vladimir the Loan Shark? I'm not called that by my friends, madam. I suppose you're here to speak on behalf of one of my delinquent clients. Vladimir's tone becomes increasingly less buoyant. I speak on behalf of Davy Halloran, who recently took to thieving to pay off his father's debt. Davy Halloran is a fine, upstanding citizen of Daggerford. Davy's father, on the other hand, is not. After suffering through a particularly bad losing streak at the gaming tables, Hank Halloran asked me to lend him some money, so I did. Is lending money to others a crime? No, but having your thugs rough the guy up when he's late with a payment most certainly is. He's months behind on his debt. Were I to allow this to continue, it would soil my reputation. Surely you understand how someone in my line of work must keep up appearances. So how much interest are your clients expected to pay when they finally round up what they owe you? My clients value the service I provide enough to pay my fee, however exorbitant it may be. Davy's father will find a way to meet my demands, or he'll find himself in some very hot water. Is there nothing I can do to remedy the situation? You can pay off Hank's debt of 500 gold pieces, or you can perform a little task to aid my thriving business ventures. What sort of task? It is a delicate matter that involves someone capable of acting with care and discretion. Although my plan involves acting outside the rule of the law, when I explain the nature of the crime, you shall see that the intended victim is most deserving of my planned retribution. Very well, I'll hear your plan. A competitor of mine operates a similar dealership in Gilligan's Hill to the south. This fellow, who goes by the name of Torleth, recently stole a valuable piece from my collection. This Torleth that plans on selling the piece at a private auction attended by a number of local nobles and dignitaries. My appraisers tell me the piece is highly valued for its timely significance. It's a painting of the late Duke Will Greatshout, pictured as a young man in the prime of his life. With the Duke's recent demise, the value of this work has gone through the roof, as they say. At these last words, Vladimir's dark eyes seem to have attained a slightly golden tint. I need you to steal back the painting and replace it with a fake, thereby ruining the reputation of my rival. When the auctioneers and appraisers see that the painting is not an original, Torleth's reputation as an art collector will be in tatters. Will you do this thing for me? If it means clearing the Hallorans of all debt owed to you, then yes. Very well, friend. Here's the fake portrait. Return to me with the original, and please be discreet about our little arrangement. Though I generally frown on such underhanded activities, this one is for a worthy cause. Goodbye, Vladimir. Fake portrait. Great shot as a young man. Oh, right, the custom dress. This is an almost exact replica of a famous painting of Duke Greatshout. Right, so that's all the way out of town. Which unfortunately means that this is not a lead. Let's put on the dress. Ooh, I actually really like the look of it. If I was playing a mage or monk, I might want to actually... well, I'd consider enchanting it. Speak to the doorman. Good night, madam. How may I assist you? I'm here to see Amara Leontine. Yes, I believe she's staying in the master suite. Please, allow me. The Pemberton family? Don't I have something about them? Huh, I thought the Pembertons actually had something. Okay. Let's have a talk around. Quintessa. Oh dear, when is the last time you bathed, madam? Your malodorous fragrance threatens to take my very breath away. There's no need to be rude, madam. Oh, please don't be offended, madam. I'm just a bit blunt when it comes to matter of hygiene. Of course, it does not help that I have a trained sniffer. Your job is to smell things. I traded exotic perfumes, which has led to me developing a set of highly sensitized olfactory glands. Allow me to spray you with some jasmine dust from Caratur. It blends with the body's natural odors and helps smooth out those unpleasant, rough edges. Oh, I welcome a free sample. You may spray when ready, madam. There you are. Come and see me if you require another application. All future doses will have a modest fee attached to the cover costs. Well, I'm not sure jasmine is the right scent for me, but I may consider it. Oh, charisma boost. Nice. Speak to the Pembertons. Please speak with my husband, Lord Pemberton. I do not converse with commoners. Very well. Pardon the intrusion, madam. This fellow gives off an offensive air of superiority. New to the Chateau Elite, sir, and was hoping you might answer a few questions. Who is that, dear? The man's companion reeks of an overabundance of expensive perfume. If I may, my name is some newcomer who wishes me to answer a few questions. Not really a newcomer, I've been here now for... Questions about what, pray tell? I really would like to get a word in here if I may... Why, if I knew that, dear, I would just blurt out the answer. One can't answer a question until one knows what the question is. Questions. Yes, I do have questions, such as, are you being sarcastic with me again, Harold? Please, if I could just have a moment of your time, Of course not, dear. When have I ever been sarcastic with you? Like I was saying, now that most definitely was sarcasm. If you may be so kind, sir, I really want to know about a certain guest who's staying here. Oh, is that all? Why didn't you say so in the first place? Well, let me introduce myself. I am Lord Harold Pemberton of the High Castle Pembertons, don't you know? Very nice to meet... Of the High Castle Pembertons, indeed. High Castle who? All I need from you is... Now, Mildred, let's not start that again. Are you ever going to let me... You and I both know your family is not from High Castle. Yoo-hoo, over here. Remember the nice woman who was talking to you about the guest in the inn who... Shh, be quiet, dear, lest someone hear you. Oh, don't you dare shush me, Harold. I think I'll leave you two alone. You suck. This is just the kitchen. Master Suite. Hello, Amara. Yes, that's right. These bandits will wish they'd never been born when I get my hands on them. I think the only way to progress here is if I'm totally honest with you about my reasons for coming to Daggerford. That might be a good idea, yes. You think there may be something suspicious about the Duke's death, then? A good question. All of our information points to the fact that one of Faerun's most sinister organizations is at work in the area. The question remains, however, as to which one, and that is what I'm here to discover. Somehow, it appears that agents of said organization have become aware of my presence in the area, and regardless of whether they realize their mistake of capturing your friend, it is no longer safe for me to operate around Daggerford. I have to stay here at the Chateau Elite and maintain my cover story. Maybe you have a spy in your network, Astriel. Oh, yes, for sure that is a possibility. That is a necessary hazard of my trade, unfortunately. I need you, Thradra, to be my eyes and ears around here for a while. I'll be happy to offer what aid I can, and I may have some specialist equipment that could prove useful. Oh, really? I get the feeling this is going to get expensive. We can discuss such things in a minute. There's other things that you need to know. Such as? I've also heard of a group of farmers in town seeking aid. I don't know the precise details, but you should probably keep your ears open for any news of them. I hope your ears aren't beginning to feel overworked. Yeah, I've actually met them already and agreed to help. Good. In the meantime, I need you to see what you can find out about that lockdown. I find it most strange that the gates would suddenly be barred and no passage either in or out of town be permitted. Perhaps it'll give us some clue as to who is operating here in Daggerford behind the scenes. I've actually spoken to Captain Dratherian about that already. Oh, really? Tell Astriel about the escaped convict. The Iron Throne? The Iron Throne are one of a number of groups vying for power and influence along the Sword Coast. They rose to prominence in Baldur's Gate some years ago under the leadership of... Now, what was his name again? Oh, do you know what already? Or do you know what I've already forgotten? Well, no matter. It was a particularly nasty business involving Ball and his prodigy. Yeah, I think I actually heard about that. Suffice to say, the Iron Throne will remain capable of causing an awful lot of trouble if allowed to. It sounds like the authorities here are dreadfully anxious about catching him. I wonder what mischief he's been up to. Do you have any more leads? Not about Wickers, but I have come up with something else from one of the guests here. A merchant, no less, and a most vocally upset one at that. The doorman had to come in and quiet him down eventually, but I made sure that I found out as much as I could before then. Astriel winks at you, a barely concealed smirk on her face. Why is that suspicious? Normally, all cargo needs to be inspected at Daggerford docks and a levy raised before it passes on, but this seems to be taking place in full view of the authorities and without them raising a finger to stop it. We need to know what kind of cargo passes unseen through the town. How do you suggest I do that? There's probably some kind of record being kept at the Mariners Alliance. Try and find a way of gaining entry and see what you can come up with. I will, of course, be waiting for you here. I'll return as soon as I discover something, then. Thank you, Thradra. You're not gonna... give me anything to help? I want to ask you a question. . Oh, jeez. Oh, not about to do this out of the kindness of my heart. What about some encouragement? This kind of job will obviously incur some expenses. I understand that, Vladimir. Not all heroes are born equally, they say. I could offer you 500 gold pieces for the task, half of that payable in advance, the rest on completion of the work. 500. Quality costs, you know. Call it 1,000 and we have a deal. I'm sorry, but I don't have unlimited access to the Water Davian coffers, you know. That money is coming straight out of my fee and is the most I can afford. Alright. Nothing more to ask. Because she is working as, like, one of the people in the major spy networks in Waterdeep. She's gonna have some cash to throw around. Alright. Get our armor back on. So, Mariner's Alliance. Let's go figure out what kind of favor we can do up there. I'm surprised I failed that persuasion check. It doesn't show the roll, unfortunately. But, I mean, I have 14 persuade total. Alright. Let's talk to Taffy here. You're the woman who came back before, right? Do you need something? Are you a member of the Alliance? Aye, name's Taffy Hennessy, but everyone just calls me Taffy. You know, like the candy. How's my bluff looking? 15. Well, Taffy, you might be interested in knowing that some of your Alliance friends are getting in trouble over at the local pub. Which pub? The Happy Cow or the Blackstone? Taffy's neck muscles tense up at the thought of a brawl. The Blackstone, Taffy. They're in a horrible fight with some mercenaries. Aye, it's probably them Griffins. Those fellas can't hold their liquor. Say, could you stand guard here while I go... so I can go check on me mates? I'll give you the key in case someone from the Alliance comes along and needs to get downstairs. I'd be happy to hold down the fort, Taffy. You go help out your friends and I'll watch over things until you get back. I have a combat stats down, but that shouldn't be a big issue. Alright. Now, I specifically do not want trouble, I just want to talk to people. Oh, shipments of armor have been moving well. Aye, and without any unfortunate mishaps. Barges have transferred all their cargo to the ships. And all under the cover of darkness. Let's hope that all goes smoothly. I don't hear anyone in here. Oh. This is a storage room. Sounds like there's some shady customers, so let's yoink some stuff. Okay, I'm glad he was there to do that. Arrows of the Vampire. Potion of Clarity, which is the spell Clarity. Oh, he disabled the trap on the armoire. Okay. A cloak, a gauntlet, a healer's kit, and a glittering necklace. The glittering necklace is the light necklace. Cape of Winter, 10 cold resist, +2... well, +2 Cloak of Resistance. Gauntlet is Gloves of Appraisal. Not a bad haul. Plus, I get a cool cloak. Alright, yeah. Some extra light can't hurt. Because I don't think that the light spell actually factors into anything. Alright. Is there going to be a fight if I open this door? Yes, there is. And I need to be inconspicuous here. Alright, let's turn off stealth. And go report what we've heard. The awkwardness of figuring out how to go upstairs in Neverwinter Nights. Some context, the toolkit, I'm pretty sure, just uses tiles. Like, this room is a tile, this hallway is a few tiles. Oh, it's at the bottom of the stairs. Alright. I'm going to close the door behind us, although the party's going to open it, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Alright, let's go report in immediately. I don't consider the saving to see if there's a fight as cheating. Oh, there it is. Orman coughs politely as he tries the door. Here to see Amira. Okay, I need hard proof, so I do need to do the fight. Okay. I just wanted to see if I could just listen in and then go report. Let's see. Ooh, invisibility sphere. And then I can come up here and cast Sleep. Dang. Luckily, I'm not going to have a problem here, because I have a friggin' short bow, finally. I should probably be focusing on them, because that gets me the attack, or the sneak attack bonus. Because they're already engaged. Alright. Shipping records cabinet. I'm too excited to talk right now. The ornate filing cabinet is stuffed with full of shipping records which detail the Shoreside Shipping Consortium's extremely profitable business along the river Daggerford. Through the records, one of the consortium's ships, the Barracuda, has been transporting many shipments of weapons and armor. Oddly enough, the ship's final destination is never mentioned in the logs. The Barracuda, under the stalwart command of Captain Harab, is currently docked in Daggerford. Let's take them then. Yeah, yawn. I guess technically if I didn't take the shipping records, I wouldn't have known what boat was being loaded or anything. She's here! Surround her, men! By order of Madagar Bugo, the Baron of Daggerford, you are to be escorted to the castle immediately for an audience with the Baron himself. The Lieutenant of the Guard, his posture showing all the authority of his position, never once loses eye contact with you. And if I refuse? We do not wish for any unnecessary bloodshed, ma'am. We are certainly following orders. A slightly sheepish look runs over the lieutenant's face, but is gone as soon as it came, and the posture remains. They can take your orders, and please, madam, there's no need for that kind of tone. We're all mature adults here. I'm sure we can approach this in a civilized manner. Having stopped you before you could finish your threat, the lieutenant smiles at you kindly. Very well, take me to the Baron. Thank you, madam, for being so understanding. The lieutenant's shoulders relax some, and a pleasant expression crosses his face. Follow me. The Baron looks you over, a smug grin on his face. Depends on whose ointment it is. If it were possible, the Baron's smirk grows even smugger than before. Does this have any relevance? My, you do take yourself rather seriously, don't you? Alright then. Back to the Chateau Elite. To report in, and then we... Oh. Okay, that actually does sound interesting. Let's look into that then. Oh. Not that house. This one? Yeah. The owner of this fine dwelling is an excellent wine cellar. Blast, why can't these nobles ever have any good loot? Now, what have we here? Seems there's an interloper in our midst, my dear. Why you're sneaking about this wealthy home is really none of my business. Carry on. And leave it to some of the authorities while our backs are turned? No, I think not. However, I'm undecided whether to use acid or poison. Both sound so delectable, I simply can't decide. Oh, poison, my sadistic sugar plum. Let it be poison. And just be sure to leave me a bit of fun as well this time. As you wish, honey bun. I'll let you flay the skin from their bones. I know how the screams can get you so, well, worked up. Yeah, I suppose a full cut of the takings would be more to my liking. Alright, let's go for another sleep. Everyone? Wanna help? Alright. Looks like they didn't actually have anything on them. They did. Just took a moment to materialize. Average spike trap kit, strong tangle kit, rapier +1, some dyes, a green stone, and a poison. Spider venom average. And then over here, Recipes for knaves. Average blob of acid trap. Deadly acid splash trap kit. Thieves tools +3. And spider venom average. Oh, but not stackable. That's weird. Alright. Let's see how bad of a job they did in looting. I need +7, so that's not possible even. Well, let's see. +3. Let's see. Normal one gives +1 actually gives a +3 to the roll. Let's see what the +3 tools give. Also +3. Alright. There's another room here, though. Successful open lock. Oh, I can't do the trap myself. Perpin hopefully will. Yeah. Success not possible. That trap was disabled at least. Locked. Success not possible. But I can actually rest down here. Okay. Alright. So let's go ahead and open my journal. House. Free rest. DC 36 locks. Yeah. Alright. Next time on Let's Play Darkness over Daggerford, let's go report in. Find out our next task. See you guys then.